everyone. So let's talk about all of the readathons that are going on in November, or at least that I'm aware of. If I've missed one and you know of one, let me know so I can put it in the descriptions below. I feel as if there are certain months that are super readathon heavy, like January, February in some years, the summer months of June, July, and August in the Northern Hemisphere, and then October tends to be a pretty big month because of obviously spooky season, Halloween, and then December tends to be a pretty readathon heavy month, but November, it tends to be, in my opinion, probably one of the lightest months of the year, but there are still quite a bit of readathons going on if you would like to join one. So I'm going to start with the shorter ones and then work my way onto like the month-long projects. So the first one is that I am aware of is the Hannah Montana Readathon. This is taking place from November 1st through November 7th, and they've created a bingo board based on the Hannah Montana songs. This is hosted by Books Past Bedtime, Haley Hughes, Mara Reads, and Kristen's Corner. So if you'd like more information, check the description box below. Then they are having a readathon called Join the Six Round 2. The first one was based on JayZ Jones and the Six, and this time they picked a different six from the Six of Crows. This is based on the characters. You just kind of, I guess, pick a character and then read the following prompts. The dates for this is November 2nd through the 11th, and the hosts are Cats and Camera, Rebecca Books, and Emily Kathleen Reads. The next one is probably one that I'm secretly maybe most excited about or second most excited about, and that is the GILMOREATHon. And this is being hosted from November 15th through the 22nd. And this is being hosted by Bookables, Darling Desi, Mackenzie Lane, and Life with Liv. And this is a Gilmore Girls themed readathon. And I'm super excited. And it also seems like it's going to be super low key. So out of all of like the non-month-long projects, this is probably the one that I would do. For you paranormal romance readers, there is Love in the Night going on, which is between November 8th and the 14th. And they have a bingo card, and it's a paranormal themed romance readathon. And this is hosted by Shay Geeks Out, Laura's Library Card, Happy for Now, Library of Tomes, Crystal's Bookish Life, and Novelty Corner. So if you're a romance reader and you like the paranormal stuff, you basically get an extra little bit of Halloween thrown in. Crimeathon is a true crime-based readathon, and this happens from November 8th through the 21st. I believe this is 2 weeks, and this is being hosted by Cat Chats, Brews and Binds, and Deja's Book World. So if you love true crime, this is the readathon for you. And it's not strictly true crime. So if you want to read mystery and like other sort of like crime related books, you can. And they also have a group book, which I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, so if you do Peter Likes Books True Crime Book Club, this might be a good readathon for you. You could like use that book for this month to fulfill a prompt. Then there is the Queer Lit Readathon. The dates are happening at the end of the month. It starts November 29th and runs into December 5th. This is hosted by Rogan Shannon and Kathy, oh man, I'm going to butcher this and I feel real bad. Tritherdart? That's real bad. And they have a Twitter for it, and it's at queer_lit. They haven't released anything other than the dates. But this is, I think the 6th round this is happening, so it's gaining some momentum, so way to go then. Then we have our month-long projects, and there are surprisingly quite a bit. We have the ever so famous Nonfiction November, which was started by A Book Olive, and this year it is being hosted by A Book Olive, Stay Cucino, Curious Reader, The Book Billy, and Infinite Text. And this readathon is all about reading more nonfiction than you typically read in a month. And instead of like a readathon, this is more like a reading initiative, as Olive says. And they have these one-word prompts, but you don't have to do them, and it's a lot of fun. And it's to encourage people to pick up nonfiction and to like nonfiction. Then we have Thankfulathon, which is all about books we're thankful for. That, again, is happening all month. I will link the Twitter and the host, which is Books to Catherine. She's predominantly active on the Twitter. Then Believathon round 3 is coming, and this is a readathon dedicated toward children's books. This is middle grade, picture books, you name it, it's in there. And this is like a quest-based, collect all the clues readathon, and I will link How to Train Your Gavin's announcement video down below because he got really into character and it was a lot of fun to watch. Evilathon is happening, and this is a horror readathon. So if you didn't get enough horror in the month of October, she's got you covered for another month in November. And this is being hosted by Cash's Book Cemetery. Honestly, awesome name for somebody who's hosting a horror-based readathon. This one is new, and this might have happened last year, but this is the first year I've heard of it, and this is Non-Binary November Readathon. They've created a bingo board this year, and this is all about reading books featuring non-binary characters, written by non-binary authors, books that were even just reviewed by a non-binary person. So, celebrating all of the non-binary love, and this is hosted by Library of Books Daydreams. I'll link the channel down below, and they have Alex, Beth, Blue, who are all hosting this. Then, if you like middle grade, a Touch of Spirit readathon is going on, and this is a middle grade readathon inspired by the movie Spirited Away, which I've not watched, but if you're looking for a middle grade readathon, this is being hosted by Bookishly Richie, and I'll have all the relevant info to where you can go get more info down below. This one, it's longer than a month. It's like 6 to 8 weeks, but I loved her description of it. And this is Clearurshit Readathon, and this is another quest-based readathon, and the Kingdom of Shelfla needs your help. And the whole point of this is to read books that you already own. And this is being hosted from November 1st through December 27th. The host is Mouse Reads and Alan Art. And Mouse Reads really wanted to do this because she realized how many unread books she owned and was like, I need to get that down by the end of the year. So she's throwing this big readathon, and there's a storyline, and it sounds like a lot of fun. And so you should definitely check it out if you're needing to get through some of your own unread books. The last one I am aware of is another month-long readathon, and this is the Taylor Swift Playlistathon, where they are asking you to create your own playlist based on all of Taylor Swift's songs, which they have prompts for, so you can pick the ones you want to do. And the dates for this, unlike most month-long readathons, is going to start on November 13th and end on December 13th. So instead of starting in the first, you're starting in the middle of the month. And this is being hosted by Elisa Marie Reads, Darian Reads, and Casey Can Read. So hopefully there is a readathon for everybody that is going on this month, and you can, really chug through the end of the year and make progress toward your reading goals if you still have a shot at obtaining those, and if not, enjoy some nice cozy nights in with a book, because those are the best Friday nights. And right now, you can't do much anyways. So you might as well pick up a good book and read. And I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.